Hey everybody! How we doing tonight for another edition of Tinker Tuesday? I hope you guys had a pretty decent Tuesday out there. Mine wasn't too bad. Did a lot of driving for work today, which was pretty tiring, even though I didn't do much except drive all over hell. But other than that, it wasn't too bad of a Tuesday, so how are you guys? Awesome. What's happening tonight, man? We're gonna... Hey, what's going on, Crawler Baller? Get ready to, oh, rain, that sucks. It's still cold here. It's going to get colder next week. We're at a lovely 21 degrees right now. But you're not going to get much better than that for this time of year. Hey, Super One-Handed, what's up? So, yeah, we'll get into mounting that up. If you guys been seeing all the cages I've been messing around with and sticking out there, I don't know. I really love cages on trucks. I think it's the best thing in the world. But here's one. I think I've been calling this the dual tube. I like that single drop bar in the rear. Tell you what, though, I suck at coming up with cage names. I've been digging this one the past few days, though. And then, yeah, I think everyone else has seen all the other ones, like this one I call the Baja, which we've got the spare tire holder and the wheel nut printing, and they'll be done any couple minutes now. So we will be able to do it up with the proper mount and everything. So tonight we're going to mount up a katana with an Ultra 18 body. We're going to go over a couple of little key points on the bodies. So one of the first things you got to do with them is, we all know how it is with printed parts. Sometimes there's cleanup work to be done. Sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes it's minimal. With the Ultra 18, there are little bits of cleanup we're going to have to do. The main point is going to be right in here inside your door hinges. See, our pins are just a little long. It's the way they always print. Sometimes they'll be conjoined a little bit. So it's one of the first things you've got to work on when you fit up your Ultra 18 is those little nubs. I've got just a piece of like yeah, it should. I think the only difference in the two is the bed length. Because here's a FX118. When we put the katana body together, we'll drop it on and see how it looks. But the FX118 is on the website now. Let's see. We'll just quick mock them up. So the cab will fit. All the cabs are the same for the way they drop on, which is one of the points where we got to talk about is magnets in them. So for the body, it uses 4 magnets 4 in the body and 4 in the sliders. You'll see on the bodies here, and this is on the passenger side only, it's got this extra little mount in the middle. That's for the magnet for the TRX-4M. The rest of them all go in these outer slots. I designed these cabs so that, say you buy a cab off your buddy and he's got a TRX-4M and you've got a katana, you could get a pair of sliders from me for the katana and take that cab you got from your buddy and drop it right on your rig. But yeah, so like here's the FX118 setup, and that's on the Fury truck. You can see the katana's bed's a little longer. And is that why I had it out? Yep. You can see here's the short bed. The short bed is the one you want with the FX118 because it comes right to the end of that there. Nice and close and short. But yeah, that's the only main difference in these. All of these is in the bed length. Oh yeah, tons of combination availability. I mean, every single set of doors that you can get for these all interchange with each other. So that way you can customize the shit out of your truck and it's not going to look like somebody else's. I mean, I'll say that IR60 from Majora, that Toyota body looks good, but everybody's looks the same. This way, from doors to hoods to the length of your bed to what cage you do or don't run. Yeah, just like the Brute Rockwolf, except I tried to go even more customizable and more universal. It took a lot more to make it work on all the different 18th scale trucks, but still make it so that if you get a cab from your buddy, you can put it on your truck. You can see like this katana here was one of the original versions I did for the TRX-4M. Oh yeah, we got... Yeah, and it's cool to be able to just swap parts and customize, you know? So before we get too lost in all the crazy combination stuff we can do, let's mount this body up on the katana here because it is super quick. Dude, that would be a super sad day. Man, that makes me want to send you another one, Crawler Baller. That's sad to hear, dude. I didn't know that. So, for mounting this up on the katana, it's really, really simple. The hardest part about mounting it up on this is getting in here, and you'll see mine are already gone, but taking those original sliders that come on this off of the body. Once you fight those free, the next step on it is we're going to take this front screw here in the skid and this upper screw here out that are in it, because that's what our sliders use to mount. That one upper right there and this one right down here in the skid. That's what I was able to come up with to get the slider level. And then to make the body sit level. And this all can mount up with the stock hardware. They count earlier. 4 for the sliders, 4 for this. It's about 12 screws to swap it all over. Yeah, we just put that one back in its stock location. Drop this one back in its stock location. Yeah, that side's done. Now we'll do the same on the other side. It's just as 2 screws. The frontmost screw in the battery box and the frontmost screw in the skid plate. Now I just saw my channel locks here. Channel locks are my preferred way for putting the magnets in. Tighten that one up. Run this one in. And that's why you leave it a little loose. Now we run it in. Snug and snug. So that's it. 2 screws each side, sliders go right on. The next part's pretty simple, and that's just take the body off. You know, one thing I did not try, well, I guess it won't work since the bumper's on a hinge. I would not be able to just leave the back bumper on, because that's one nice thing about the way the Katana is that front bumper looks awesome with this body. Alright, so let's hit Katana bodies off. Now we need some double stick tape, which I buried under a bunch of crap here. I knew I had it. Oh man, I forgot I put Kool-Aid in my cup and not coffee. That was kind of a cold, surprising drink. I was not expecting that. A bit of fresh tape to get her preset. Now let me grab my channel locks, so that way we can set these magnets into place. Hot damn, I actually found them. I love when I'm like, oh, I think I know where that is, and then I actually find stuff. That is the best. Alright, so one thing about this is make sure you always set your magnets the right direction when you put them in. There's nothing worse than putting magnets in and having them not be straight or not be the right polarity. So what I like to do is I like to do it like this. I like to put 2 of them on there and drop down 1 groove, because you can see how they close nice and flat there. The direction they'll move is you apply force. You get a lot straighter push than if you're doing it with a pair of pliers, basically. Oh, sweet. I'll have to check my email, man. I'm glad you got it. Sorry, I ended up sending you the wrong one. I felt like a real dumbass doing that. And I should have put these in before I put them on. Sorry. We'll change our approach. We'll bump it up 1 more. Yeah, I should have definitely did this the opposite way of how I'm doing it now. Because this feels like a surefire way. Oh, I didn't. To break stuff. Yeah, stuff does happen sometimes, but I really hate disappointing customers, man. Every little order means a lot to me. It's like I had a guy from Texas message last week about the TRX 4M version. I fit it up on my high trail and it seemed to fit good, so I messaged him tonight and I was like, hey man, how about I just send this body to you? And then it was easier than doing a giveaway too. I'm glad you got it all fit up on the Power Wagon, man. Yep, I should have did that first. That's all right. I'll grab another. Oh, I'm getting low on magnets. I better order magnets soon before I end up having to pull them out of my own stuff to fill things. All right. Last one. And that's such a bad spot to get into. Yeah, definitely should have done this first. Yeah, we'll try this little pair. I was doing a bed for the Power Wagon I started on, then I kind of lost motivation. It was a pretty sweet flatbed. Dude, you don't owe me nothing, man. It was my mistake. I can't ask my customer to give me something or pay for shipping because of my screw up, dude. It don't work like that. As long as you pass some of that extra stuff down the line to someone else in the hobby, I consider that payment enough. All right, we got our magnets pushed in. Now we gotta I haven't even seen one of those MTs in person yet. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anyone around me that has one. That's a bummer. Oh, I found him. Oh, nice. $60. Hell yeah, that's a steal. Now I gotta get these two to separate for me. All right. So when I do my magnets, I like to stick them all on the truck and then just take them off as I go into them one at a time so I don't screw them up. So we're going to set this so it stands up for us. And then we're going to stand our cab up. Make sure we got it the right direction. Pull it off. Double check it. Okay. Because I've done that before. Take it off and turn it in my hand. Awesome. Hey, James, what's happening tonight? All right. So we can drop this one in. It would have went so much better had I done the sliders like this. I better double check that one. Okay, I had it right. I thought I turned it in my hand. I was reading comments and going back and forth. All right, so those are pushed in. Now we'll flip it over. We'll do the other side. What's going to be really disappointing is when I put it on and one of them's backwards. Oh, I've done that before with mag mounts. That sucks. All right. So we got all our magnets pushed in. I didn't have to use this one because that is the TRX4M mount, but it'll be all right. Pull our tape here. Tuck our wires. I'm going to make our ESC live right here. That's its nice new happy home. All right. So now we just got to pop the bed on. One more thing I want to touch on again, though. I know I started on it and then kind of veered off, but it's cleaning up these door pin spots. Piece of 110 or 80 grit, and you just fold it in half, work it back and forth. Nice and easy. It doesn't take much to clean them up. What really works really good too, steal your old lady's nail file. That's nice and thin, and that works really good for getting in these little spots. Then you can do one side at a time. We'll do the other side here. Yeah, see this one printed completely conjoined. So we'll have to just snip that center bit. Didn't take much. I still can't figure out what I did to my Chromebook to get it to not work with the webcam, because it would be really awesome to shoot all this downstairs in the RC shop. What I'm excited for is this summer when it gets nicer and we can start doing Tinker Tuesdays live from the garage. That'll be badass. Hey, what's happening, RC Remedy? Yeah, that'll be really badass when we can start doing it in the garage, because then we can start doing some brazing, a little bit of welding, a little bit of machining. So another important fitment note for when you're doing your FX, doing your Ultra 18 body, is right up in here where your hood latches sit. That landing in there on each one may need a little bit of sanding and cleanup in there. And your hood latches, just super glue right in. I guess this isn't a good example because it's a version 1. So is this one. Here we go. This one's a version 2 hood. You can see just that little bit in there. There's a nice little divot in there for you to super glue it into. And then on your hood, your hinges go screw to the backmost. And then on the top, they're nice and recessed right into the hood. You can adjust the tension on these a little bit to affect how flat the hood sits. But yeah, that's all there is to assembling the hoods. Then the doors, once you get everything sanded, these ones are tight because of the paint, so I don't want to pull them out. But once you get that little bit of sanding done, you're just going to pop it in. Test fit it a little loose and see. Sometimes it takes a little more, sometimes it doesn't take much. That's why a nail file is good, because then you can get just the side you want, nice and easy. Like on this one, I need to sand this top side a little bit more. And I got a little flash I got to peel off because I did a shit job cleaning that door up. Now it's good and clean. Alright, so I'm betting now it should just pop right in. Just line it up like just slightly open and just push from the back. You'll hear them click right in place. And they click shut. I love that part. That's fantastic. Passenger side looks pretty good, so we'll do the same thing. Line it up. Snap it in. Snap. Yeah, just hood hinges in the bonnet. I can back it up a little bit real quick. So your hood hinges just bolt right on. On the back side here, you want the lowest screw hole You can adjust how your hood sits a little bit with the tension on these screws. And then, yeah, your hood hinge there, or latch rather, just super glues in. And I send a couple of these with each kit because I expect this piece to break on everyone eventually. I know it's not going to last forever. Then the important part, when you latch the hoods on these, put your finger into the grill, pull that grill forward just a little bit when you push back on that hood, and that'll slide down in. Alright, so the bed's bolt on real simple. 5 screws, 5 screw holes in the cab. And I see I only got 2 of them in here, and my hardware bin's in the other room. But do like I always say, pre-thread your holes, especially into a print. Makes life a lot easier when you already got threads there to start, and you're not trying to start threads. I was gonna say, that one should be good. That was one of the ones that actually had a screw in it. When I put it together to get them good and straight, I like to set the body right on a good hard level surface, kind of like my desk here, because then I can press it together. Like that screw is sitting proud, so I can bump that into the hole, get it lined up. But then on that nice flat surface, I can put pressure and keep everything square and straight. Alright. Let's see if I can find another screw for that. Miscellaneous hardware bin to the rescue. Not in this bin. I don't know what that servo arm's for, but it looks pretty useful. I'll steal one out of this bed. 3 will be close enough. But yeah, in the kit you'll get 5. Probably 6, because sometimes I suck at counting. Yeah, and that is it. Katana body is assembled. Comes the moment of truth. Who thinks I screwed magnets up? That side feels good. Oh no, I did. Yep. I knew I'd do that. I can't believe I screwed that up. Oh, that sucks. I even checked twice and I still fucked it up. That's funny as shit. Oh, these are going to be a cocksucker to get out. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Every single fucking magnet's wrong. What a pain in the dick. Yeah, I made that look easy to fuck up. Oh, I knew I was going to screw that shit up. That's hilarious. Yeah, they are so totally wrong. Yeah, they're strong magnets too, so like I can't even force them to stay in place. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. That's hilarious. Well, you'll have that sometimes. Well, that's how you don't put your magnets in. Oh, that's too funny. Well, they are stuck in those sliders really good. So I'm probably going to print a second set of sliders for this thing. But yeah, that's how to do it the wrong way. Yeah. We'll just put it on the FX118 and just set it back here and kind of ignore it for now. It looks good in the corner though. Oh, something cool I do got to show you guys. I know you guys saw a little bit of it last week. I actually got the hood printed this week. I didn't get any farther with it, but the Comanche's starting to look good and promising. I think I might change the way the hood's done on this to the way I did this one. I just like that setup a lot better than this. But yeah, the Comanche's looking like pretty sweet. I almost feel like it should be a little smaller. Feel like it's just on the verge of a little large. But we can do a comparison actually. Let me grab the right truck. This deadbolt should work. I got last year's race cab. Yeah, the hood for it's long gone. Chip. I don't think so. I don't know. I'd have to see a picture. But yeah, there's the 24 scale next to the 18th. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the look of the 18th scale Comanche. One thing I thought it'd be fun to do tonight is switch up one of my STX 24s. My Gladiator here, been around for quite a while, and I don't like this cage on it. I wasn't digging the cab, so we're going to swap this out. But first, I see the printer just stopped, so we're going to grab the mount for that. Oh, these came out awesome. They're so tiny. So there's the nut. I like the little handle that'll go on the tire. I gotta grab that hardware bin. All right, we got hardware. That fits right in there nice. Take a little of this flash off. Get that center hole in it to open up for us. Let's go shiny screw. Pre-run it in. Do both sides. The shiny looks just a little large for that. Socket head should fit. Just the black oxide. Oh yeah. Check that out. Fit right down in there nice. Hey Andy, what's happening tonight, man? All right, now let's take. So on the Baja cage here, there's a little preset hex. So that can sit right in. I did it keyed so that way it shouldn't turn and spin and walk around and move on you at all. It should stay nice and in place. So we got the hex in. Yeah, and we just put our tire on. Right above. Yeah, I don't want that one for my spare. I want something a little smaller. There we go. I like that. It's not as big and overpowering. So we can take our nut here. One went tight, one went loose. We need a bigger toolbox for the desk. Later, Remedy. That looks pretty awesome to me. There we go. That looks fantastic. All right, so let's screw with some XCX 24s. Move a little bit of stuff out of the way here. So, just debating between and swap out. Thanks, Andy. I was thinking square body might be a nice fit on here. I have to change the cab. We'll change the mounts up a little bit. Cab will need to come forward just a touch. So if I can get a good look down in here. All right. So I think we got to come ahead about 4 slots. Now that's one nice thing about the SCX 24 mounts is if you shove the magnet in and it's backwards, you can still use the other side and you're not totally screwed. I still can't believe I did that and got those all backwards. That's hilarious. So I'm going to put one side in here. We'll kind of mock it up and see how it looks. That looks... that looks pretty good. So we'll lock that one down. Yeah, as you can see from this one, I'm no stranger to putting magnets in backwards. All right, so we want one hole showing. Tell you what, that baby looks like, yeah, big old crack. She's about to split. You know, I can't complain. This has probably been in and out of 10 to 20 different trucks. At least 10. I know, I really need to mount all my electronics better. They just kind of live in there. I went one too far on this side. There we go. Now we should be good. Good on one side, not on the other. All right, so we'll turn this one over. Yeah, that's the one nice thing about them like this is reversible. So, anyone thinking about Beat the Creek this year? We are prepping away here. All right, I want to swap that cage, I think, because that cage just does not go with that cab. I think to do that, though, I'll steal the cab off of this. Awesome, awesome. Have fun, man. Be safe. Hey, Jeremy T. How's it going? Yeah, I was just thinking about tent scale and Beat the Creek and said something about it, so we're going to go grab something real quick, show you guys. So I really want to run something super on my own and Beat the Creek this year. Like as original as I could possibly go. And I think what I decided on is I'm going to run a big ultra. I actually started on this, and I've been working on this off and on long before I even started the 18th scale version. This one's got some similarities, and it's got some differences. Just a sec, I'll be right back with you here. I had a message. Well, it was worth checking the text message. My buddy Kurt just messaged me. We had a local restaurant burned down, over a year ago. And it's been a fight to get it cleaned up. And they finally laid down the law today, and he has until Good Friday to start getting it cleaned up and taken care of, or the borough is going to do it for him. Thank God, because this has been a huge eyesore in my little town. Oh, yeah. It's because I designed fender flares for it that I got to print out a TPU. Let me move some of these out of here before I knock them off. So we'll pop the cab off here. Yeah, so that way the fender flares can be printed out of TPU. This one is actually, the fenders are separate pieces. So is the cowl. Then the motor cage, it's a separate piece. The grill, I'm still not happy with the grill. It's getting changed again, I think. I just do not. I cannot come up with something I like for this. Yeah, opening hood, opening doors. I'll pull the CAD file up and show you guys. Let me move StreamYard to the other screen here. See how, oh, internet's being good tonight. Kind of quick. Now I just gotta find it. Oh, I know why. Because it's intense scale stuff. 2 seconds and it'll load up. Yeah, I don't like it either. Alright. So I'll give you guys a little look at the design. Adjust our focus up here. Alright. I gotta move my keyboard so it's a little more like I'm used to. So yeah, it'll have opening hood. Wrong part. Yep, that'll be full opening hood for it. Yeah, I can swap the grill out because the grill is its own complete separate piece. Yeah, that way I can redo the grill and rework it to something less crap looking. Then let me turn the cab off here. But yeah, right there you can see right there is one of the TPU fender flares for it. So those can be nice and rubberized and bolt on. See if it'll give me a good axis to rotate the doors on. No, of course not. All right. We'll do this then. We can do it another way. I just got to be exact with where I select. We'll have full opening doors too. I've got to print the bed, and I'm still going to finish up, try and do a full drop bed as much as I can. Then we'll have to decorate the tailgate up, do some tail lights. But yeah, that's the 10 scale Ultra. Looks cooler when you take the lines away. Makes it all smooth and stuff again then. Oh yeah, I can turn those on because it's got full hinges. It can be printed and will be printed and put on it. Um, Possibly Rock Wolf. If people were interested in it, I'd make it available. I've never done 10 scale bodies for anyone else other than myself, really. I printed one for my buddy Thomas once, and that was about it. All right, awesome. Well, yeah, I will get with you then on it, especially once I get the design finalized. You can see here, this one printed like shit. My supports failed partway through, so none of my door parts here. I may go in and just completely change how the door hinge and everything is. I might go in and just thicken the whole area up and set it so it's just a solid pin. That I'm going to drop about, it'd probably fit on a base camp, because base camp's what, 313 millimeter, right? And that's exactly what this is, because this is my Jeep I'm building from, my CJ7 I'm building from scratch. But yeah, both you guys, well, Rockwolf, I got your info. Jeremy T, shoot me a message. Yeah, 313, that's what I figured. Yeah. Yeah, we could definitely get that worked out and rolling. It's the base camp. So that got the single speed transmission in it. That's one I need to buy. I don't have yet. I should have bought one when they were on sale a couple weeks ago. Oh man. Did you see Axial's got a new rig coming out the 13th? I can't wait. I want a new 1.9 Wraith, or I'm hoping for an SCX6 Axial Capra. Then I would probably buy one right away, or an SCX6 Gladiator. I really want SCX6 Gladiator. And with this too, once we get all the body and everything working, we'll do a full interior too, because that's one thing I love about the 10.3 is how there's miles and miles of room in here to do a nice full interior and not have to worry about a bunch of shit in the way. I'll probably do sliders, so it'll be a slider mount style with magnets. Jeremy T, does the base camp have the dig in it or the 2-speed? I should just look it up. Yeah, I'm just going to look it up really quick. Oh, I did buy myself a truck for my birthday. And I cannot wait for it to get here tomorrow. I bought myself a Losi Hammer Ray. A-Main had it on clearance, like $329, so I blame A-Main, it's their fault. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the base camp right now. We can make that work. Man, I should pick one of those up. Nice. All right. Awesome. So, let's see what else we got here. We can go over, let's. Yeah, I hate the clips. That's most of my 10 scale stuff. It's all done with magnets. It's so much easier. And when the magnet mounts are designed correctly and properly, they will hold your body on. That you can't use cheap ass magnets. I use strong ass magnets. Yeah, those HPI Ventures look pretty sweet, those new ones. I'm gonna have to pick one up eventually. I wish this is why I wish I was downstairs in the studio. Because I could show off some of the mag mounts on my 10 scale trucks, and they are stupid strong. Oh, sweet. Drive-through, nice. Anything super good? Yeah. Yeah, they work. Yeah, they work really, really good. I'll go grab my Comanche and show you real quick, because that's one rig that's going to beat the creek. Alright, I grabbed it because she was right out on the bench. Oh. So, yeah, this one's all neodymium magnets. I'd have to remember the grade. I think it's N52, but it's the strongest grade of rare earth magnet you can get. And this entire truck is magnet mounted, and I could grab my scale, but I'm pretty sure it's about an 8.5 pound truck. Yeah, magnets up in the top of my cab. And those are all, it's a keyed mount. So it's keyed in on all four sides. Can't really see the depth. Yeah, this one's even starting to bust a little. I've been running it for over a year. And then, yeah, the back is actually totally fucking got one side busted out. And it still holds great. And that one's keyed too. Yeah, magnets are definitely the way to go, because that ain't going nowhere. I did get it I tumbled once hard enough to knock the cab off. That was a pretty good fall, because she tumbled a good 10 feet down the hill. It was an impressive fall. We got a little bit of work to do to get ready for Beat the Creek this year. Not much. Tighten everything up. Tighten my shocks up. Put oil back in them so it can leak out. You see this one, I got a cap that's starting to blow off on it. Driver's side looks good. Yeah, there's definitely no oil on that. That's funny. Oh, one thing I did want to ask everyone about for 10 scale stuff is if people would be interested in the element motor mounts I make and battery tray. You can see there's the motor mount. So it puts your motor way, way down. And you can put it either direction on the transmission. And then, like if you run it to the back, then you can run my battery tray. So actually, I got a 2200 sitting right here. Yeah, then a nice 2200 fits right there. Nice and super low. My balance plug's in the way, but there we go. Yeah, that's my 10 scale mag mount Comanche. All right, I gotta let the pup out real quick, guys. But yeah, lots and lots of cool tiny truck stuff, you know. Yeah, I'm tired of indoor and basement running. I want the snow to go away because I'm ready for outside driving. I'm ready for outside driving big time. But all right, guys. Thanks, Jeremy. I think that's about all I got for you guys tonight. Maybe we'll do another one Friday night. Man, I can't wait to have people down this summer to run my outdoor stuff. It's gonna be wicked awesome. I stare out the window every day and think about what I cannot wait to add to it and how much more I'm going to build this year. But yeah, be watching for some shorts this week on the new truck coming. Oh, nice. I have wanted a TF2 for a long time. I know. Yeah, there's never enough rock for outdoor. I have completely ran out of my stockpiles I had around the house, which actually, this time of year, maybe a little later in the month, I'll have to talk to my connection and see how much snow's in their field, because this would be a great time to get up in there and get tons of rock while the ground's frozen before it gets muddy for a while. But all right, guys, I think that's 10 acres to build on. Your lucky, Rockwolf. I got 3/4 of an acre until I hit the lottery. But all right, guys, I will catch y'all on the flip side. Be watching for a short stream this week. We'll show off the new truck. I'm probably pretty close to 50, Jeremy. I've been in this hobby for almost 12 years now. Hit a point where I was pretty broke and I had to sell off about 25 trucks. It was heartbreaking. But have a good night, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.